Hello, welcome to this weather update. We're coming on again with another weather update around 1:30 in the morning because the forecast has changed again. And as I said in the last one, don't be surprised if the storm winds up being stronger. And sure enough, that's exactly what's going on. This thing is now exploding. We have the stall front here. Actually, the stall front is over here. The storm's actually exploding a little bit uh, west of it, and you can see some really get this out of the way here. If you look at it, you could see some convection going there, uh, right here. It almost looks like a tropical storm is formed. Make that even bigger for you. Let me really make it bigger. Um, you can see here, it looks like there's a tropical storm that's starting to form over here. Again, we have this unusual type of uh, convection going on in the center of this thing. And it's very unusual to see this. If we look at the lightning, you can see we actually had some lightning strikes that are occurring in this area too. Not too many yet, but I think it's going to start ramping up as the night goes on as we head into tomorrow. Looking at the radar, you can see here is the rain already that is forming, and it's a much larger area, much further west than the models indicated on the last run. And if we look at the Ventus sky, we'll look at that too. Can sort of show the circulation of it a little bit. And you can see some, here it is right there. There's the circulation. It almost looks like a hurricane or a tropical system. Almost. Not quite. I mean, it's kind of a hybrid, but you can see we have some really warm air that's just offshore here. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s even. Not that far offshore. And if we look at the dew points, they're high as well. So this system has plenty of moisture to work with. You can see this humid air that's all off the east coast here. So plenty of moisture to work with this system, and therefore it looks like we could be seeing some flooding tomorrow. We're gonna go looking at the models in a minute. Before we go to the models, I'm gonna once again explain to you why this is happening and why this is linked to climate change. So you can see here. Look at this area of. Let's get even closer here. Look at this area of just boiling water off the east coast here. This is an area of boiling water, very warm water. We're looking at sea surface temperature anomalies, and the anomaly here is 7.4 degrees Celsius above normal. This is exactly where the storm is sitting. So it's sitting over this boilingly hot water here, 7.4 degrees Celsius above normal. That's 14 degrees Fahrenheit above normal. And if we go and we look at the actual temperatures, the actual sea surface temperatures in this area, let's do that, and we're going to put it right over here. Look at that, 24.6, 24.5, 25.5. So 25 degrees Celsius, how much is that? Let's put it into our little calculator here and see what it is. 77 degrees Fahrenheit. So water temperature is just a few degrees shy of 80 degrees in this area right here. So this is, like I said, very warm water. It's not supposed to be this warm, especially at this time of the year. Very unusual. This is going to be very bad for the tropical season. With such warm water temperatures offshore, I think this may be the year we may see a devastating tropical storm for the East Coast, especially given the pattern we are in. So let's look at the models. I mean, I don't mean to alarm anyone, but this is what we're facing due to climate change. So the models indicating, and I think the models are a little slow in picking up on this, but you can see this low starting to deepen here. All right, forget about the GFS. Let's look at the NAM, and I'll show you how the forecast has changed. So this is going to be showers and thunderstorms over our area, maybe a little heavier east, but it overspreads the entire island now, and you can almost see like spiral bands almost a little bit developing here. So this, like I said, this is a very unusual type of system that we're seeing once again, and it's going to kind of take its time. So the rain is going to linger. Probably it's going to hit in the late morning to around noon, and you're going to have these bands coming in from east to west. Very unusual type of circulation that we're seeing here. And when we look at the amount of rainfall we're going to get, it's going to be a little higher now. So it's now having an inch across much of the island, much of Suffolk County, close to an inch, and then maybe in Nassau, maybe more like a half an inch to 3/4 of an inch. But you've got to go further west. So it looks like that those other models were correct. The RGEM was picking up on this, but now it looks like the RGEM has shifted now to the east. So isn't that interesting? So yeah, it bears watching, but the potential's there for some heavy rain and some thunderstorms perhaps tomorrow, particularly over Suffolk County, with this unusual semi-hybrid tropical system that is coming across our area. And we're only in April and we're talking about this. Wait till we get to June and July, and we're going to start seeing some real bona fide tropical activities as long as these water temperatures remain up. Let's look at the HDRPS. Ooh, this one looks threatening. So yeah, you can see that big swath of heavy rain there. So it's going to be a wet day, and it's going to linger throughout the day. So expect a rainy day tomorrow. Wasn't supposed to be that way, but again, due to climate change, this is what you can expect. Let me just look at the total accumulated precip on this one. And yeah, it's got more of a swath. So you have to be from the city on westward maybe to be dry. But I'll be watching this storm. I'll have another update for you later. Again, this is it on the satellite. You could see right where that, look at that, right where that, see right where it's blowing up, right over there, all right, is right over here. So it's over this warm water, and it's getting a lot of energy and a lot of fuel. So with these warm water temperatures, we can definitely see at 26.5 Celsius, that is 80 degrees. So you have water temperatures warm enough to support tropical storm development, and we're not even in the summer yet. Folks on the East Coast need to start preparing for the possibility that we could see a devastating tropical storm, or should I say hurricane, this year, as long as this pattern continues. So you've been warned. That's all I can say, but I'll have another weather update for you later. This is not something to take lightly.